Oh yes, so run no get one hour soon nana. Biafran mama Prime Minister Simon Momo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Mazina the Kano. Lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo agbada gbururu. Amorotomo agbada gbururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa o. Nieruwe yo witruwe salute. Uro Mistoko we dey say no. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Bisoko with the sedo. No. Amorotomo agbada guru. PM Simon John. You have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesome. Amorotomo agbada gbururu. Amorotomo agbada gbururu. Worry sister say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Amorotomo agbada gbururu. Helen Peter say you are so good. That is the truth. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorotomo agbada gbururu. Bisoko with the sedo. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat him. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Bisoko with the sedo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Bisoko with the sedo. Clara Dim say you are so good. Anna Wabada Guru. Amorotomo agbada guru. Amorotomo agbada guru. Uro Kurobisoko we dey say no. Hey, Kurobisoko we throw away salute. Even Lucky Star, he dey say no. You do well, oh, he dey say no. Brgie said, you do well, oh. We salute you, oh, we throw away salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, oh. You are so good. Amaro Tomo, Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy, for your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amaro Tomo, Agbada Guru. Ewo, Kurobisoko we dey say no.
I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is the message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
Maka nwere onwe ka anyị na-aga biko kulie oge ruo biko kulie ihe ga-amalike oge ruo o nwere ndị akpọrọ oku maka nwere onwe anyị o nwere ndị amụrụ chekwa maka nwere onwe ụmụ Biafra biko kulie oge ruo biko ihe ga-amalike oge ruo the spirit of Biafra biko kulienu n'oge ruo nwere ndị Biafra gidi ebube biko bilienu n'oge ruo Ọhamadike nọ na dungeon unu ga-ekwe ka ihere mee ya gbuo dike mposi ike ruru achọba dike biko kulie oge ruo biko kulie ihe jamadike oge ruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon M. Epondo Sumudu Sregabaniru na Ekwuna, Nebradra Adafo Mayebudo, Ogini. Master Simon Epa, Emezu Wokokwere, Onyendu. Ihe gamadike ruo, Imokwa Simon Epa wujie. Ihe gamadike ruo, Simon Epa watatata abụọ. Ojuda kwenyi, mkwikwere Onyendu kineme tata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never do that. I will follow you, Mwa Prime Minister Onyendu. I will follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Okwe Bucharangui, Master Simon Epa, Ogene. Master Simon Epa, Biko, Kisi, Kaka, Oku, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Uwe, Kwipolonyendu, Kine, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, I will follow you. I will follow you. you, never look back. I will follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. Oh, Madike Biafra, Dahi Poroga Yarole. Iye Jamadike, Biafra Republic Government Awukie. Iye Jamadike, Commander Jetule Weshiri. General Mutuso, Sona Atakata War. Commander Holy Ghost, Okonyendu Borokunu Nazatata. Iko Kuye, Kuye Nuo, Oke Nuo. Iko Kuye, Iye Jamadike, Oke Nuo. Iko Kuye, Kuye Nuo, Iye Jamadike, Oke Nuo.
Maka Biafra, we're put around you on into here, Simon Efa,
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them children that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this morning section. I appreciate every one of you that have connected with me on this morning. I thank you for being part of the program. May Chukwu be our guide and protect you. Wherever you are connecting us from, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this very program. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe, like and share the program on the platform, share to family and friends, share to everyone that is close to you. For those who are joining us for the very first time, I want you to know that this platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic of Exile, a platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mark Simon Epa, and under the Supreme Command of Martin Nandikan. In this very platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack individuals. We don't here come here to attack any race or religion. But we come here to speak about the situation of the Biafrans in the contracted Nigeria. I'm so sorry for the noise on the background. You're going to be hearing that noise because construction is going on around my area, and I don't know how long it's going to last. But you have to bear with me as you hear that noise in the background. Don't get distracted. Just pay attention, and you will be able to get the message. So, my fellow Biafrans, we are here once again on another interactive section. Remember, every morning when we come here, what we do is to interact with the Biafran people, to speak about the situation of the Biafrans, to expose the secrets the zoo is hiding, to encourage Biafrans to continue to hold onto their legitimate right of freedom, to continue to pursue freedom and stand on that which is right without being politically correct. We have come once again, as we always do. Please, as you join this platform, like and share the program. You know that in our platforms on social media, we are having several attacks coming from every angle. But as these attacks continue, it will stop us. We will continue to do what we are supposed to do to make sure that we pass the information out there for people to see and hear us. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, as the restoration of the independent state of Biafra is ongoing, we must all stand strong and stand firm. Do not be distracted and do not be deceived. Today I have chosen a topic which says the undeniable defeat of Nigeria by Biafra through Biafra Prime Minister can no longer be hidden. The defeat of the Zoological Republic can no longer be hidden. For a long time they have been hiding it. They have been wishing it away. They wish it is not happening. So many people, when they close their eyes, they wish it is not true. But their wishes cannot stop the will of the people. Cannot stop the reality of the day. The reality of today remains that Biafra has come. And anybody that tends to be fighting against Biafra, either directly or indirectly, you are going to destroy yourself. Whichever way you are playing your game, you are going to destroy yourself. More especially those people that claim to be Biafrans. You claim you are a Biafran. Some of you claim to be agitators. Some of you claim to be freedom fighters. But from every indication, you are doing everything to delay the freedom of your people. You are doing everything to distract the work of the government. of Biafra. If you're one of those people, your end is very near. And your end is not going to be, it's not going to end well for you. We are in 2024, and this is August 22nd or 23rd. So wherever you are and you are watching this program, if you are not yet convinced about the restoration of Biafra, I don't know when you are going to be convinced. Wherever you are, you're watching this program. If you have not yet keyed into the program of today, I don't know when you're going to key in. Every blessed day, more informations are coming out to show us that the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Alexander, is the chosen one. He is the chosen one. It does not matter how you think about it. It doesn't matter what you feel about it. Every enemy that stands against Master Samuel because of his truth, today they are covering their face in shame. They are covering their face in shame, including those of them, those ones who has been wishing and praying that one day the Prime Minister will be extradited to Nigeria. Finally, the Finland government have severe ties with Nigeria. Nigerian government have severe ties with Finland. And the breaking news came in. And I know that the Afonjas are very, very worried as we speak. The Afonjas cannot believe what they saw. Those Afonjas, they can't believe what they saw. You know, for a very long time, they've been saying that Finland cannot give up their relationship with Nigeria because of Biafra. They say that Finland cannot give up their relationship with Nigeria because of our Prime Minister, Master Samuel. And they have been all praying and waiting that one day that Finland will hand over Master Samuel to them. Today, it has become very clear, very, very clear, that that will never happen, not on this planet Earth. Confirming the fact that Biafra has come and there is no going back. And I'm going to read the breaking news from our Prime Minister. I am going to read the breaking news the same way he wrote it on his Twitter handle. I'm going to read it. Breaking. The Nigerian terrorist state has run out of option and idea that they have concluded to close Finnish embassy in Abuja and cut ties with Finland. Finland will have better future with emerging state from Biafra than whatever the terrorist Nigeria state can offer. What have Finland benefited from Nigeria other than pushing Nigerian criminals to Finland who came with fake and forged documents? Norway closed their embassy in Nigeria long ago. Their embassy is now in Ghana. They lose nothing but the burden of certain fake and forged documents relieved. You can see, for those who are thinking that you can bully Finland or you can be able to cajole Finland into doing what is wrong, it has now become much, much clearer than before that Finland is a nation of Chukwuokike, a nation chosen for the restoration of Biafra, not by man, but by Chukwuokike himself. Chosen not by man, but by Chukwuokike today. And now you can see it clearer than ever. And as we see this unfold, if you're one of those still having doubt, keep on having your doubt. And before we go further, I have to play this very warning. There is a warning that has been issued under the command of our Prime Minister on some irregular activities of some people who claim to be Biafrans. As I said before, if you are claiming to be a Biafra and you are standing as a hindrance, obstacles, causing confusion, your end is near. I want us to listen to this very information, very important information before we go further.
Ụmụ Chineke, ụmụ Chukwu okike abịama, to whom it may concern and everyone this voice is getting across to. My name is Raphael Chiamaka Ajere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. By the grace of Chukwu okike abịama, Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Under the authority of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, I am debunking and totally cancelling this so-called Igbo confab that these Nzama people are trying to carry out in Taiwan. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile, as the Prime Minister have instructed me to tell the whole Biafrans in Taiwan, BRGIE, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, who happens to be the only authority of Biafrans worldwide, have not organized and are not planning to organize any so-called confab anywhere in Asia, neither in Taiwan. Anyone asking you to gather anywhere or meet anywhere or pay any money for any so-called confab is a thief, is a criminal, is a Janjaweed stooge, is an Nzama criminal. And the Prime Minister asked every Biafran to desist, avoid, and disengage from whatever gathering. If you attend such a gathering, you are in disobedience of the Biafra Republic Government, and the Prime Minister is asking you never to attend such a meeting, because this is another ploy, another strategy of these Nzama criminals, because the Prime Minister have ended their business. They are trying to cash in once again. Every of their loopholes must be closed, and please let Biafrans beware. The Prime Minister gives this authority and he stamps and approves this message. Please share this and let it go viral. Hear this voice behind this debunking message from the Prime Minister and warn everyone to beware. Beware of Nzamas, especially in Taiwan. Taiwan family, Biafrans in Taiwan, Biafrans in Asia, you are warned to stay away. They are not representing you. This so-called confab is not from Biafra government, it's not from the Prime Minister, and you must not be a part of it. Thank you, and Chukwu Kabiama bless you.
Ndị Igbo ndị nwe m daalụnụ, ụtụtụ ọma. Biko ọnwa nnụnụ nwoke na-ekwukwa n'ụtụtụ a. Ana m asị ka chi foro taa fotere anyị ihe ọma. Biko nụ onye a maka ụmụnne anyị ndị nọ na South, ọ kachasị ndị nọ na Kaohsiung, Tainan na mgbagote na agbata a. Biko ọ maka ife a na-achọ ime on the 1st of September 2024, this Biafra confab maka ndị Igbo niile nọ na Taiwan. A na-aghọta na enwere ụgbọala a chọrọ ibupụta ga-ebu onye ọbụla abịa. Ya bụ ọ bụ na uche gị dị n'ịbịa ya wee ọgbakọ, biko dododo jee tinye aha gị kịta, then ịkwụọ ụgwọ dị na ya, obere ego ka ọ ga-adị more easier and better na ọ bụ na agbakọ si otu ahụ abịa sikwa otu ahụ na anyị ebupụta moto ọmarịcha ụgbọala ga-ebu onye ọbụla from Kaohsiung, Tainan, wee buru ha n'ogige ebe a ga-anọ wee mee ya wa ọgbakọ, emechakwa obughachi onye ọbụla otu ahụ. Ọ ka mma otu a, ọ na-abụ ihe ọṅụ, ihe agbakọ onye a mere ịma na ọ na-agbawa ofufu. Ya bụ ụmụnne m, biko reach out to Maazị Richard na ndị ọzọ, Maazị Nick na More Power, ndị a niile a so n'ihe a na-eme. Ma ọ bụkwanụ itinye aha gị n'akara na ihe gbasara peji a ama na uche gị dị na ya, ide na ọ bụ na ị chọrọ ịga ide update gị dị na gwa gị ebe ị ga-akwụ ụgwọ ma onye ime otu isi transfer the money. Obere ego ka ọ bụ. We are talking about just about 1,200 or thereabout. So all the more cheaper than if try make available your own transportation and the stress in here. If you have internal transportation, bawa taxi, bawa nka. If you go the motor nka aka gị, ọ ka dịkwa stressful. But yeah, bụ ọkwa dị maka na space ehichazi nne, so because first come first serve. Ade ama ihe ama, enwe limited number ayi bụ, so ime ngwa ngwa tata ịgbaghara ọdachi biko tinye aha gị. Daalụ, unu anwụchina.
You have heard the warning. This so-called confab in Taiwan is not for us. We are not aware of it, and we can never be part of it. These are distractions, and we must not get ourselves involved in this kind of destruction as now. We are in a critical time, a time we have critical issues to take care of. This is not the time to begin to conduct unnecessary means of extortion, creating means of extorting money from Biafrans. That does not exist. The government of Biafra that is known worldwide, the Biafra Republic government in exile, under the command of the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, is not aware of that so-called confab in Taiwan. If you get yourself involved, it is at your own risk. It is at your own risk. We are in a very critical time, a time we have to channel our energy only to one direction, the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. Any distraction from any place will not be tolerated, and we have to focus on it. That is where we are. These are a bunch of clowns, the IPOB in Nigeria, who has been stealing from Biafran for more than a decade with nothing to show. They have been disbanded, and the Biafrans have casted vote of no confidence on them. They don't exist, but they are fighting hard to see as many as they can be able to gather and extort money from them. This information is for you to be updated, and make sure you don't get yourself involved. If you do, you will be responsible for whatever happens to you. As for the Biafrans, we are focused. Finally, the coast is clear. For those idiots that comes out every time and they say Mazi Simon Ekpa is working for Nigerian government, I want to hear what they will say again going forward. Nigerian government has severe ties with Finland, and Finland embassy is going to leave Abuja any moment from now. They have nothing to lose. For some of them who have been waiting for one thing or the other to happen, they have been praying that one day Finland is going to change their mind. Now it is much more clearer than ever. That is one beautiful thing about the struggle. In this restoration of Biafra, my joy and my confidence, why each time I come out, I speak boldly and I speak loudly, is because everything is clear before me and before you. Nothing is done in the secret. And we are following the legal procedure. As I'm sitting here speaking, as I'm sitting here with my beloved brother Maxwell, talking to you, we are not committing any crime, and we are not doing anything against the law wherever we are. We are following things according to law. Very, very lawful. If there are any people that are going against the law, it is those who are talking about the one Nigeria. Very lawless and has nothing to offer. Only insecurity, poverty, and penury. That is what they offer you. The earlier you embrace the truth, the better. And the time is now. You're welcome, my beloved brother Maxwell. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. Go ahead and speak to Biafrans as you join.
Good morning to you, my greatest Namoche Mazu Chooks. And may Chukwu bless you and your family and whatever that you represent. Good morning to Biafrans all over the world. My fathers and mothers in my mother's ancestral land of Biafra and in the diaspora. Good morning to Mazen Namdekano. And may Chukwu Kikabiama continue to spice you spiritually and protect your physical being. Good morning to the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, and his kitchen cabinet members, those that are supporting him, making sure that this fight, is sustained both in cash and in kind. Good morning to the youths of Biafra land, the young that we are wishing to grow better than us. I say, may Chukwu Kabema bless all of you and grant you peace and joy that we need in order to survive this struggle. I would like to use this opportunity to ask you again. I didn't hear you very well. What did you say that Finnish government embassy is doing in Nigeria? Please.
Finnish embassy is leaving Nigeria any moment from now. They will have to sever ties with the Zoological Republic.
Can I speak on that? Can I speak on that a little?
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ugo, brother number. You see, I would like to use this opportunity to congratulate the Finnish government, the Finnish people. The reason why I come out here and in this space and in every gathering, what the Kure people call Obako, Omona, Obako, Omo Biafra, but they will still tell you that they are not Igbos. Obako is the gathering of the people with like minds, the gathering of brothers and sisters. But when they come out, they will tell you that they are not Igbos, they are from Benin. That's another topic for another day. Anytime we come out here in this gathering, in this Obako, I say, please, we must include in our pastoral prayers the people of Finland and the Finnish government. If you look at the level of Finland, how big they are in the world, they are smaller compared to what UK can do. And they remember that Finland is a member, has been inducted as one of the members of NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Anytime I come up, you do not know the pressure that they are going through from the hands of those that have economic interest in Nigeria. You know the people I'm talking about.
Yes.
These are the major players when it comes to NATO. If this great Finland, the great Finnish people, will summon the courage to severe diplomatic ties with the zoo, you know that Chukwu Kikabiama, that we've been calling all along, is with this fight, is
Absolutely.
with the struggle, is with Mazen Namdekano and every one of you that love freedom of the Biafran people. It is not physical. It is not physical. If you are a Biafran and you think, oh, like you said, oh, how do you think? Because I have a friend in the US that also said the same thing, advised me to, if I have a way of advising the government, I should tell the Prime Minister to relocate to Russia. I'm telling you the truth. So many of them have been advising me, since you are so vocal, since you've been talking about this, they know you very well as the opinion of Biafra. Tell them to tell this man to relocate to Russia or Venezuela.
What they don't know is bigger than them.
I told them, I said, if you first look, there is a proverb in Igbo land. Oye Puruchiuzo. I don't know. You can. Oye Puruchiuzo, Babu also. For those that don't understand Igbo language very well, I hope my brother will interpret it in English for you people to understand. You see, leave the man alone there. The man is doing what he is doing. And I will use the same thing that happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I was calling for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be relocated to Kuje prison. I was calling for that. I was calling for that. But do you know what happened? While we were calling for him to be sent to Kuje prison, we never knew that God was using the DSS to protect him. You can imagine what could have happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if he was sent to Kuje prison and the terrorists came in there to evade and carry, the people they carry there. You can as well guess what could have happened to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God works in mysterious ways. Let God lead us in this fight with the person that he has sprinkled his anointing on, which is the Prime Minister and all of you that surround him. We will get there. Thank you so much. I hold to my fire here now. Please, let's continue.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I think that is the major topic we have today, and that is why I choose the kind of title I choose when I wrote. I said, "Undeniable defeat of Nigeria by Biafra through Biafra Revolution Prime Minister can no longer be hidden." For a long time, they have been denying this defeat. But this time around, they can't hide anymore. When it became obvious that they could not be able to hold Mazi Simon, but they made different kinds of moves. When they go to the extent of sending suicide bombers, people don't. The problem is that most of us don't keep record. You forgot that Tinubu himself went to the council in German council, to negotiate for the extradition of Mazi Simon. Tinubu made that move. It didn't work. They met a French diplomat to help them to negotiate. It didn't work. Several moves were made, which our Prime Minister came online and spoke about. But people thought it was a joke. It didn't work. They made different kinds of moves until during the time our Prime Minister was invited for interrogation. He was invited. They checked him, checked everything around him, checked his phones and everything. Nothing was indicting that was found with him. He was only exercising his right, protecting his own people. And the Finnish government from that moment gave him extra protection. And they made it open that this man is a citizen and he will enjoy every right of a citizen, the right to freedom of speech and the right of his citizenship. From that moment onwards, the game became so hard. Petitions were written. Nigerians wrote petitions. At a time, all the bloggers, all the popular people who call themselves human rights activists, they began to call Finland. On their program, we saw them making calls directly to Finland Minister of Foreign Affairs for the extradition of Mazi Simon. Each time they make that call, they came back with shame. Then they began to push propaganda using their media. Their propaganda, we are going right, left, and center. Meanwhile, negotiating, it didn't work. And finally, here are we. Ties have been severed with the Nigerian government. They have concluded the plan, and any moment from now, Finland embassy is going to leave the zoo. And by the way, what are they getting from the zoo? There are so many countries that don't have their embassy in Nigeria. Norway left Nigeria long ago. Norway left Nigeria and they went to Ghana. Their embassy is in Ghana. And leaving Nigeria is to save themselves from problem of fake documents and many processes of investigation and eliminating the terrorists from coming to that area. So it's actually a gain. Norway that left them for long and went to Ghana, they are not complaining. In fact, they are much more secure than they have ever been. And these people, just like those IPOB Nigeria were saying, some of them were saying initially, they said, how do you think that Finland will put their diplomatic friendship with Nigeria at risk because of Master Samuel? These are idiots who doesn't know what life is. They thought that life is just about money. They thought that life is just about lies and propaganda. They thought it's always about your personal interest. They don't know there are some countries that have a solid foundation of truth. They have policy, they have program, they have the way. Their country have constitution, they have law that guides them. Countries have laws that guide them, not like the lawless, the zoo they have. And they were looking at Finland as if it was an African country or whatever, hoping that someday they're going to change their mind. Finally, the coast is clear. Let me see anybody that will come online again and say, Master Samuel is working for the zoo. Go on, my beloved brother Maxwell. Speak on.
Yes. Norway severed their relation, diplomatic ties with Nigeria, with the zoo many years ago. There are so many countries that also severed, their diplomatic ties with Nigeria because of what Nigeria is known for. Exactly. Which country, if not a criminal country, will allow its embassy to remain in Nigeria, a terrorist, number 3 most terrorized country of the world? Which country? If you continue to keep your diplomatic relationship or community in Nigeria, you are risking the lives of your people.
Absolutely.
And the amount it is going to be used to evacuate your own people, if no death is recorded, is even higher. It's even because I have witnessed in Liberia, I witnessed where Americans, the British, and the rest of them were evacuating their citizens. It takes a lot of resources to do that.
Absolutely, it does.
Why not severe it than to put your own people in danger? I am suggesting to the Finnish government, how much are you getting from visa fees and diplomatic relationship from Nigeria? A country that knows how to flout laws, international agreements, and so on and so forth. Because it is said that a man who is gathering the stick for a blind man to throw against other people is also contributing to the throwing of the sticks. If you allow your diplomatic mission to remain in a terrorist country that is flouting all human rights laws, infringing on human rights of the Nigerian people, going around kidnapping people on an international scale, allowing foreigners, aliens, to the indigenous people of Nigeria to come in and kill and pay them for killing their own people, support them with arms and ammunition and so on and so forth. And you are happy to have diplomatic ties with such a country? A country that encourages evil that you cannot encourage in your own country. I would like to plead with the Finnish government. If you pull out of Nigeria, please relocate to Ghana. We don't have Finnish embassy in Ghana. Please relocate to Ghana. Even to run the affairs, the electricity or energy to run the affairs of your diplomatic community in Nigeria, you fuel it, you fund it. When you come here, there is electricity for you. There is peace for you in Ghana. I am using this opportunity to promote my father's land to the Finnish people to come in and build their diplomatic office in Ghana. For those of them in the zoo that are supposed to go or apply to go to Kenya, let them come to Ghana and apply and go. Leave Nigeria alone, because Nigeria is evil. They condone evil. They romanticize with evil. They sleep with evil. They eat evil. They speak evil. They breathe evil. And any country of the world that is so developed, that is also romanticizing with that entity, is also partaking or a contributor of what is going on in that country. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my beloved brother. You have just said it all, and that is exactly what the situation is. Everyone on this planet Earth today knows what is going on. The issue of Nigeria has now become something that you cannot be able to hide. It does not matter how you try to hide it, you can no longer hide it. And this marks the beginning of the freedom of Biafrans. We have been talking about our freedom, shouting about it and speaking about it on various platforms, and people thought it was a joke. But I believe going forward, people have now begun to understand that the Biafra we are talking about is not just online. We are talking about reality. The reality of Biafra is now staring at everyone. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must focus. Do not allow yourself to get distracted. Do not pay attention to the distractors.
Mazi Chooks, are you there?
I'm so sorry for that obstruction. I think we just had a network problem. I'm very sorry about that. Very sorry about that obstruction. That is what we face most of the time when we are online. You can get distracted. You can get obstructed at any time. So whenever it happens, I urge you to exercise patience, and we will always rectify the problem. So sorry for that obstruction. It always occurs whenever we come online. Most of the time, we are having an attack from different directions and different angles, and whenever it happens, we have nothing to do than to be patient and exercise patience and work it out. The challenges we are facing on broadcast is not an easy one. Attacks are coming from even the network itself, and the attacks coming from individuals that don't want us to speak. But we must continue. No matter how they try to stop us, they can never stop us. So, my fellow Biafrans, as I was saying initially while I was speaking with my beloved brother Maxwell, in the restoration of Biafra today, it has become much more clearer than it was before that our freedom is signed and sealed. You can no longer hide the fact that Biafrans are going home. It can no longer be hidden. It can no longer, it doesn't matter how you pretend, it can no longer be hidden. That is why today, when you see things that are happening, all you need to do is to pay attention and open your eyes. You begin to see the reality of today. It doesn't matter what the enemies are doing. It does not matter their plans and their propaganda. Our freedom will definitely come. All you need to do is to pay attention and follow instructions. The man that is in charge of the affairs of Biafra today has the key. He knows the road. He has the key and he knows the road. There is no doubt whatsoever. There's no doubt. If you are having doubt, it means you are not following up and you're not in line. But as long as you're following up and you're in line, there is no need to doubt. You need to trust your instinct and do what you have to do. And I bet you, at the end of the day, you'll be glad you did. You're welcome, my beloved brother Emmanuel. Thank you so much for joining. Hiram Emmanuel, thank you for joining. You're welcome back, my beloved brother Maxwell. So sorry, it was a disruption that comes as always, you know. Most times we get such attack, and all you need to do is to rectify it and get back live. Sorry for that obstruction, my beloved brother Max. Thank you. So, my brother Emmanuel, go ahead and speak to Biafrans. Let's hear you.
Well, good morning, brother Toots.
Good morning, my beloved brother.
Good morning, Maxi. Maxi. I'm very happy to be in a platform. I was wondering, I was becoming afraid because that time you checked out, I thought it was a mishap, more than this. So, well,
yeah,
good morning,
it does happen
Biafran.
most of the time. When it happens, we still come back to life.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, my brothers and sisters at home. I am happy to speak to you this morning. The topic, the undeniable fact that PM had defeated Nigeria for Biafrans. Well, I knew it from the word go, because this Nigeria thought every other country would be as corrupt as they are. Yes, and even some of those fools, like the one in Asia, saying does Simon think that Finland will dump Nigeria for him? They were optimistic. They don't know these people. They don't know these people. There are those who are very, very upright. There are those that think about, this corruption thing. Nigeria has affected those in it so much that they undermine this issue of being upright. You don't know that being upright is more than wealth.
Absolutely.
Wealth is everything. Okay, he cannot see that that Finland is one of those upright countries, and they make people in them. So they are dumping Nigeria for Simon, who is an upright man, which is the better thing to do.
Absolutely.
Yes. And so I haven't done that now. Let me see their next line of action. Let me see their next line of action. The fact that Simon Ekman is a citizen of Finland has crammed it all, and they told Nigeria that I know that time they went to the ambassador in Nigeria. He told them that they are also considering the rights of this citizen. He is their citizen, and they are considering his rights also. They don't have to put this thing. They don't have to override this because he's a citizen, and they have to protect him. They have to protect him as far as they concern. They have laws to protect. They have a country to protect, and they have someone to protect.
Absolutely.
So this to their own this thing, having told them this now, they were thrown off balance. And they are considering nothing else than to put to give them the option of is either Simon or these people, the other Simon of or Nigeria. Yeah, they took Simon and not Nigeria. I say it is a step in the right direction. I say kudos to Finland. Other countries should watch. Like America, I know Blinken. Blinken went and removed Nigeria from the list of those persecuting Christians, just to make their relationship good, so that it will not go as if that thing is there and they are dealing with Nigeria. Blinken, on doing this, has written his name on a very bad black book. Yes, because it was a very bad thing, tampering with that which was done in the era of Trump. That alone showed that the Biden administration is not pure. Yes, I would say. I say thank you to Finland. It is the other countries should look forward. Other countries should emulate. And I'm saying, may God bless Finland. May God bless Simon Epa. May God bless Biafra. May God bless you, brother Chicks. Keep on doing the good work. Mazi, you are welcome, my dear.
Mazi Maxwell. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for that amazing contribution that you just made. I appreciate you for that word that made, and it is very clear. It is only, I used to say that, the only people that are still living in confusion are those who are envious, they are jealous. And because of their envy and jealousy, they are denying the truth. So many of us that have a pure and clean heart, that are genuinely seeking for freedom from day one. From the moment Mazen Nandekano anointed Mazen Simon Evans said, go and listen to him. So many of us have been listening to him before then. But once Mazen Nandekano gave that stamp, go and listen to him, follow him, share his videos, and he mentioned it specifically. He is bringing a new dimension into the struggle. Yet, the people that claim to be his followers refuse to listen to that simple instruction that would have led us very, very far. They refuse because of jealousy, because of envy. And there have been so many capable hands that have come in the past, just like Master Simon Ever. But they were not able to stand the heat from this idiot criminal that surrounded Master Nandekano. I can bet you that so many genuine people have come in the past to make meaningful impact, but they never allowed them to survive. They engage them with propaganda. They engage them with all manner of attack. And that is why sometimes when you look back and see the way Mazen Nandekano went out of the picture, when you cry a little, don't cry much, because Chukwu Okikabema have a way of doing things. We know that if Mazen Nandekano were to be with us today, Mazen Simon Ekpa will have limits to the things he will do. There will be limits to the things he will do. And these criminals will continue to chase him here and there, continue to push propaganda and lie against him. Of course, Mazen Nandekano is just an individual. He can't be everywhere at the same time. And sometimes he might be bound to make mistakes. But Chukwu Okikabema, who knew that the time has come, and Mazen Nandekano, being the kind of person he is, that he is not just an ordinary leader, he is also a spiritual leader. From the moment he identified Master Simon Ever, he announced him without waiting. He didn't wait. Yeah. I used to ask people, I say, how can you imagine that Mazen Nandekano, who is supposedly the leader of the struggle, in his presence, while he is still there, he told you, follow this man, share his video. He is bringing the new dimension into the struggle. Introducing somebody while he is still in the picture. People cannot still figure out that mystery. Introducing somebody while it is not that he did it when he was captured. He didn't do it when he was in the DSS or in Kenya or whatever. He is still the leader, and he saw this man. He introduced him and said, follow him, listen to him. He is the one bringing the new direction. Follow him. He did the handover before our own very eyes, and yet people who claim to be loyalists to him today, they disobeyed him. And you see them talking rubbish on their platform. Go ahead, my beloved brother Maxwell.
You see, Mazi Tricks and my senior Namoche that is in the studio. Ekenenginam. Ndewo. Akwaba. You see, there are two people that still ring, bells into my mind. Mazen Nandekano mentioned two people. The first person was Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of today, of Biafran government in exile. The second person was Mayegu Politico. Go and look at Mayegu Politico right now. Instead of him to fall, that guy is growing as well. Go and look at the subscribers of Mayegu Politico diary that time and today after the blessing, and look at the content of Mayegu Politico. Although he is always trying to cut here and cut here. But I believe that there is nothing that guy is doing, even if Mazen Nambekani is listening to him today, he will always support him. Because he's a good guy. If you look at Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister today, he said a special blessing, like he said. He is bringing a new dimension into the struggle. He called, I think, agitation, into this agitation. You see, what are the new dimensions? The new dimensions is what you are seeing today. Mazi Simon Ekpa and you, his cabinet ministers, members, have caused a lot of damages to the zoo. You have done so much that what a farmer does to a tree, a big tree in his farm that is, disturbing him, making him, not to have good access to his farm. What would the farmer do? The farmer will begin to cut the roots one after the other, cut the root one after the other, weakening it until it gets to the taproot. That is what if you have followed it to push the tree, we will continue to push the tree today, we will not make any impact. That is the reason why he gradually began to water the ground, to dig it, and continue to press it, continue to cut up the roots, those supportive roots of that tree. And today, look at where we are. It is only God that will take the glory. And for God to bring out Finland people, the Finnish government, to be playing this role that they are playing today, it is miraculous. It is a mystery that only God will serve. I do not know whether God really saw today. He is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscience. God saw today, and that is the reason why he took that young man, that experiment, that thing in Finland, and took him straight to Finland to go and stay there. There were other, if you look at the exploit of the Finnish government and what the role they play for the Namibian people, the role they play when the zoo and the world were killing the Biafran people during that war, will tell you that they have the love of Biafrans in their heart. They were in solidarity when my elder brothers, uncles, aunties, fathers, and mothers were slaughtered, senselessly slaughtered in the zoo, supported by Britain because of crude oil and gas, because of their economic interests. Finland was in solidarity with the Biafran people. That will tell you what you are seeing today is spiritual and nothing anybody would do about it. It has come to stay, and it has come to stay. Thank you.
Yeah, you've just spoken very well. And before we proceed, let's just have this commercial to remind Biafrans of this very move that some people, some group of clowns are making to distract the movement of Biafrans. We have to stop the extortion and make sure it doesn't happen. So please, let's listen once again to this very commercial.
To whom it may concern, and everyone this voice is getting across to. My name is Raphael Chiamaka Ajere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. By the grace of Chukwuokika Abiama, Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Under the authority of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, I am debunking and totally cancelling this so-called Igbo confab that these Nzama people are trying to carry out in Taiwan. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile, as the Prime Minister have instructed me to tell the whole Biafrans in Taiwan, BRGIE, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, who happens to be the only authority of Biafrans worldwide, have not organized and are not planning to organize any so-called confab anywhere in Asia, neither in Taiwan. Anyone asking you to gather anywhere or meet anywhere or pay any money for any so-called confab is a thief, is a criminal, is a Janjaweed stooge, is an Nzama criminal. And the Prime Minister asked every Biafran to desist, avoid, and disengage from whatever gathering. If you attend such a gathering, you are in disobedience of the Biafra Republic government, and the Prime Minister is asking you never to attend such a meeting, because this is another ploy, another strategy of these Nzama criminals, because the Prime Minister have ended their business. They are trying to cash in once again. Every of their loopholes must be closed, and please let Biafrans beware. The Prime Minister gives this authority and he stamps and approves this message. Please share this and let it go viral. Hear this voice behind this.
Welcome back, my beloved brothers and sisters. Those who are watching us anywhere you are watching us from, I hope you are keen in, you are listening and following up on the important information that are coming. Because we are in a time that we cannot afford to make any mistake. We are in a time we cannot afford to pay attention to some idiots. We are in a time that we have to channel our energy to one direction. The only way to go is to pursue our freedom and nothing else. We must have to be very consistent and focused, because this is the time that we have waited for a very long time. Many of us have dreamt of a Biafra where you be free. We have prayed for it, we have dreamt about it, we have talked about it. It has now come to existence. The only thing you have to do today is to think of what you are going to do for your country, Biafra, to stand firm, to grow, and to be that thing which you want. There is nothing else. There is nothing else there except that which you want for yourself. We must stand up and do not listen to these criminals. The people who will go out, they will use the name of our Prime Minister, they will use Biafra, Republic in exile, to go and seek asylum abroad. When they are going to seek asylum in Europe and America, they will present Biafran government, and they will come in the open. They criticize our Prime Minister. Each time they make the application, they think that our Prime Minister will not be informed. Wherever country they go to apply with Biafra, the program in exile, they will contact the Prime Minister and the cabinet to find out whom they are. At the end of the day, we find out that these are the same people who are criticizing the government, but they go on the ground to use the name of the government to apply for asylum, deceiving the ignorant ones who doesn't know the left and right. But I believe in today's restoration of Biafra, nobody is going to give an excuse and say you don't know where to go or the direction to follow. It is very, very clear. It is either Biafra or Biafra. Go ahead, my beloved brother Maxwell.
Permit me, on behalf of my own people here, permit me to just make this a final contribution. Then I will run away to join my people. They are calling. You see, concerning this issue, and I believe that every responsible freedom fighter will understand with the time that we have been on this space and we've been listening to the Prime Minister and the Biafran Republic government in exile. That person should understand that if that person is not listening, or will still go back and fall victim to these corrupt elements, that are looking for ways to get money, extort money from them in order to continue to run their businesses, then that person shouldn't be in our midst. A person that will, after hearing all this thing that is going on, still go back to these people to pay his or her money in there, then that person is not listening. That person doesn't. That person should not be someone that we should, think of. We have a system on the ground. We have a government, we have a prime minister, we have ministers that are steering the affairs of this, government in exile. Why will any other person come out from somewhere in a blue to just come and say, oh, contribute and do this and do this? You are forming what? Forming what? Don't be disturbed, my brothers and sisters. Don't be disturbed. They will go like those before them. I assure you. I am speaking as the Okene of Biafra. They will go just like the rest of them.
You say,
be rest assured. Look, in the next 2, 3, 4 months, in fact, people will not even participate in that useless gathering that they are forming up in Taiwan. They will not. Mark it today, they are doing it for their own economic interest and to continue to do the business. Anybody that comes out to set up something that is not in the name of Biafra, genuinely for the Biafran people and the restoration of my mother's ancestral land, that person has fallen ab initio. Before he or she establishes such organization, it is fallen. So that is what I will, tell our. Instead of you to pay that money in there, bring it in the government, the Biafran government, republic government in exile. Bring it in there because it is going to be useful. Do not pay money into an unauthorized areas or groups. They are scammers. Anything that attracts, anything, once the Biafran name is mentioned anywhere, it attracts thousands, tens of thousands of people.
Yes.
People are cashing out with it. There are people who are not genuine to the cause of Biafra. They are just using that name to cash out. That is what they are doing. And by their fruit, ye shall know them. You see their fruit now contribute and contribute and contribute. Is that money that they are going to contribute now will come to the Biafran Republic government in exile? No, it is in their own pocket. So when you hear that is not from the Biafran Republic government in exile, run away. If you go in there, they will dupe you. That is the only thing I will tell you. Genuine Biafrans are genuine Biafrans. They are all over, and by their fruit ye shall know them. Those scammers, you should not go to them. Thank you so much, my senior brother in the studio, Mazi Chicks, and every Biafran right across the world. I say, may Chukwu bless all of you. Continue to provide for you as you are going to provide for the liberation of my mother's ancestral land. May Chukwu bless all of you. May Chukwu continue to protect and support the Finnish government and the great people of Finland for what they are doing. They did it before. They fought for themselves. They fought for Namibians. And I believe they were in solidarity with what was going on in Biafra land during the war. And I believe that God will still use them to do the miracle that we deserve so much. Thank you so much, and may God bless all of you. I yield now.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for that amazing message you just delivered. Each time you come around, we appreciate you, and your message is always on point. Thank you. Every one of you also know our beloved brother Maxwell. He is somebody who has served in Nigerian military for years. He's an insider. He served in Nigerian military for so many years before he left and went back to his fatherland, Ghana. And his mother is a Biafran. And he has never stopped participating in Biafran issues. He's never stopped making impact. If somebody who is far away like that can be able to be making contribution to Biafra, what about you? What about you, who your mother and your father is a Biafran? What are you doing? Is it not shameful that you see a Biafra, most especially the Igbo Biafra, you see an Igbo Biafra talking about one Nigeria? I don't know how it sounds to this. I don't know why people have lost shame. The hatred against us in that country called Nigeria, against the Biafran people, more especially the Igbo Biafrans, the hatred is so clear. A contraption that have made us enmity with our own brothers. They brought division between us and our own brothers in the riverine area. Our own brothers, our own blood brothers, that we have the same value system, the same source, the same ancestral parents. We speak the same language, the same food, the same mode of dressing, the same attitude, the same culture. They planted evil in that area. They made them think that we are their enemies. They made them stand against us. They used all manner of propaganda against us. And by the special grace of Chukwuka, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came on board and did a very massive evangelism. The evangelism of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was so strong that he broke that chain. Today, people in the riverine area are standing with the Biafra 100%. They have been playing major roles. Some of you don't know. Some of you don't know. The Black Marine is filled with members of people from the riverine area. During the arrest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in 2015 and his release, they played a major role. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu used his message to break that boundary, break that balance, and they can't handle it. They have been crying about it. They can't even control their tears. This is the evil Nigeria has done against us. And yet, you will see somebody who is a Biafran, Igbo Biafran, and he will be talking about one Nigeria. What a shame. What a shame. How am I going to preach to such a person? How am I going to talk to you? How am I going to convince you that you are not wanted in the zoological republic? That you are hated, you're not wanted. Even if any other person in Biafra land is confused. If in Biafra we have so many nations, the old southeastern region is a very big nation. We have the Ijo nation, we have the Ibanke nation, we have the Ibibio nation, we have the Igbo nation, so many other nations there. If anybody is confused, the person that must not be confused is an Igbo person from an Igbo nation. You must not be confused about the issue of Biafra. If there is somebody to preach to, not to you, nobody should preach to you. Because you are seeing the first-hand intimidation, the first-hand attack, the first-hand hatred is on you. And they focus it on you because they know that you have the major population in that very area. They use you to pull down your own brothers. They know that once they get you, your own brothers are going to fall behind. You see some of them today destroying what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have built. And I thank Chukwu Okokadiama that in this era, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa, this is not the time to beg anybody. It is the time for restoration. We have passed the issue of agitation. Agitation time, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu finished it and stamped it. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu concluded agitation and put a stamp on it. That is why when I see all this IPOB in Nigeria, they will tell you we are agitating, we are evangelizing. Which awareness are you going to create? What Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has created? What kind of awareness are you going to create today? More than what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has created. Everything we are saying here online, they are just a repetition of what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have done, just to remind us, to take us back to memory lane and remind us what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have said in the past. That is what we are doing. There is no new message I'm here to preach to you. Our Prime Minister Mazen Simon Ekpa is building on top of the foundation laid by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, expanding that foundation and giving it more roots, giving it more power and strength. And that is how it's supposed to be. Today, you can see the level of the international diplomacy of Biafra. Biafra is, you know, they call us online Biafra. How can you? They will not call us online country anymore. They say that thing in Finland. Today, that thing in Finland is making you to severe relationship with Finland. Today, that thing in Finland is the one today galvanizing attention the whole world. They call us online country. The same online country today is in DC. And the more, what powers are speaking about it? International diplomatic meetings are going on, but they can't handle it. Some of those people who have volunteered themselves to work for the devil, you still see them online. You go to their platform, on various platforms, you see them talking trash on their platforms. Some of them, they have not, instead of them to talk about their own condition in that country from Nigeria. In Nigeria, there is no indigenous person that is living fine. No indigenous person in Nigeria is enjoying anything. Let me tell you, if there are people who are enjoying, it is even the Biafran people. If there are people who are living a better life, who are much more secure, it is the Biafran. But we cannot say because we are secure, because we are living fine, then we continue to wallow in idiocy and stupidity that is in Nigeria. We don't want to be part of it. We are not forcing you to get out of Nigeria. Those of us who are ready to go are the Biafran people. More than 50 million people casted their vote that they want to go. There is no organization in the world or any country that will see that vote and will not support Nigeria, will not support Biafra. There are some countries in this world that are only 5 million. There are some countries in this world that are only 5 million. But you are seeing more than 50 million voting and saying we want out. And you think that any sensible organization or any country will come and tell you that they will not support it. That's insane. And that is what you see, even before the main declaration, we are already getting recognition. Recognition has come already, even before the main declaration. In Nigeria, we are talking about, there has never been any president of Nigeria that scored up to vote of 50 million. It has never, ever happened. From independent up to date. No president of Nigeria have come to power with up to 50 million votes. Not even 20 million. Tinubu that will get there. How many million did Tinubu came with? But look at the vote for Biafra. And you think that the world will look at it and ignore it. You think that the international community will look at it. You see, one thing that some of these idiots don't understand is that the world operates with facts. Just like our professor said, for a very long time, we have made a lot of noise. And they had the noise. But they need a credible people. They need a legitimate information. They need an official application of our exit from Nigeria. You cannot just get a country by saying, oh, hey, Biafra, protesting. No. You must follow the legal procedures. Tender documents legally. That is where we are today. It is only in the regime of our Prime Minister that legal movement has started. Diplomatically. The lobbying group that was employed to work for Biafra in DC, they made it clear that all the officials in the United States, the big dogs in the United States, they have never gotten any official application from Biafra. Any moment, if that's from an organization or from a group, they have never received any. There has never been anybody that approached them officially about Biafra. Only at this time. And let me tell you, just like our professor have said, that he has come to finish what Dim Odumegwu started. And it is fight to finish. Today you go to the social media network, you see all this WhatsApp group, all this Facebook, you go to TikTok, you see people bashing the Biafrans, simply because they want to exit Nigeria. You see attack on Igbos simply because they say they don't want to be in Nigeria. How is that your problem? You want to be in Nigeria, remain there, no problem. We don't have any problem with that. You want to continue to be in that destruction, you want to be in that insecurity. It is not, we are not forcing you to join us. We say we want to leave. How is that a problem to you? How is that a problem? But go to social media today. You see some certain group from certain areas, certain part of the country, you see them, they just volunteer themselves to speak ill, to talk lies from the pit of hell, to revise propaganda. Even in some of their programs, you see their own brother will come and ask them a question and they can't be able to answer it. Telling lies that doesn't have anything to hold. All we are asking is for freedom. And the freedom we are not asking is not an envious one. It is something that's going to affect you positively if Biafra gets their freedom today, it is going to affect every indigenous person positively. Everybody will have their right to grow in their own space at their own speed. Why is that too much for you to understand? Even if we separate today, it doesn't mean we can still do business together. We can still intermarry if we do. If we fall in love, we can still intermarry. People marry all the way from Nigeria to Japan to Pakistan to anywhere. People are married. So what makes you think that after the separation that we cannot still marry our neighbors? If we choose to, we can marry. If we choose to do business, we can do. If we choose to own property, we can own. All it takes is to obey the laws in different areas. Each region will protect their boundaries. Why is it so difficult for these people to understand? How is that a crime for people asking for a genuine right that belongs to them, that international law supports? African women and people's rights supports it. Nigerian law, it says support the right to self-determination. Why are you not accepting? Why is it a crime when a Biafran says, I want to be on my own? It is sad, but much sad, that when I see my own fellow Biafrans joining the enemy to speak ill about their brothers who are fighting for freedom. It is sad. My beloved brother Emmanuel, if you have something to add to this, please go ahead and speak to Biafra.
Yes, I just want to comment on the announcement made by Pastor Biafran. This, you see, these people can never stop. These people can never stop. This shows us exactly what they've been doing to Biafrans. You see, our Prime Minister has been able to put to an end every way they've been obtaining the Biafrans. And they think they are smart to open up other avenues. They don't know that the people have been, these people have been, their eyes have been opened. Everybody, it is not easy to take a dinar, take 1 penny from anybody, any Biafran, without him just making up his mind to give you. Yes. What is this confab of a thing? You know, the Biafran government is there. If there is if there's need for any money, fundraising, they say it. And now why cook up all these things? They are rocks. They are rocks. Nobody should give them money. Nobody should give them money. They are failures. They just want to obtain you. They are failures. No matter how much they paint it, the Prime Minister has not asked you to pay money. The Biafran government has not asked you to pay money. And the only fundraising we know now is the Biafra Republic Government in Exile fund raising on Saturday. If there is any other thing, then let us know why all these sad attractions. Nobody should give them earpiece. Nobody should give them a time. That's just what I want to tell Biafrans. That's just what I want to tell Biafrans.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, my brother.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother, for that amazing speech. You have just said it. It is our responsibility to pass the message for the people, and it is left for them to either take it or leave it. If anybody falls victim, that is his or her own business, and the person has to face the consequence of his or her actions. And I'm going to play that very video once again for us to digest it.
Ụmụ Chineke, ụmụ Chukwu okike abịama, to whom it may concern, and everyone this voice is getting across to. My name is Raphael Chiamaka Ajere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. By the grace of Chukwu okike abịama, Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. under the authority of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, I am debunking and totally cancelling this so-called Igbo confab that these Nzama people are trying to carry out in Taiwan. The Biafra Republic government in exile, as the Prime Minister have instructed me to tell the whole Biafrans in Taiwan, BRGIE, Biafra Republic government in exile, who happens to be the only authority of Biafrans worldwide, have not organized and are not planning to organize any so-called confab anywhere in Asia, neither in Taiwan. Anyone asking you to gather anywhere or meet anywhere or pay any money for any so-called confab is a thief, is a criminal, is a Janjaweed stooge, is an Nzama criminal. And the Prime Minister asked every Biafran to desist, avoid, and disengage from whatever gathering. If you attend such a gathering, you are in disobedience of the Biafra Republic government, and the Prime Minister is asking you never to attend such a meeting, because this is another ploy, another strategy of these Nzama criminals, because the Prime Minister have ended their business. They are trying to cash in once again. Every of their loopholes must be closed, and please let Biafrans beware. The Prime Minister gives this authority, and he stamps and approves this message. Please share this and let it go viral. Hear this voice behind this debunking message from the Prime Minister, and warn everyone to beware. Beware of Nzamas, especially in Taiwan. Taiwan family, Biafrans in Taiwan, Biafrans in Asia, you are warned to stay away. They are not representing you. This so-called confab is not from Biafra government, it's not from the Prime Minister, and you must not be a part of it. Thank you, and Chukwu Kabiama bless you.
Ndị Igbo ndị nwe m daalụnụ, ụtụtụ ọma. Biko ọnwa nnụnụ nwoke na-ekwukwa n'ụtụtụ a. Ana m asị ka chi foro taa fotere anyị ihe ọma. Biko nụ onye a maka ụmụnne anyị ndị nọ na South, ọ kachasị ndị nọ na Kaohsiung, Tainan na mgbagote na agbata a. Biko ọ maka ife a na-achọ ime on the 1st of September 2024, this Biafra confab maka ndị Igbo niile nọ na Taiwan. A na-aghọta na enwere ụgbọala a chọrọ ibupụta ga-ebu onye ọbụla abịa. Ya bụ ọ bụ na uche gị dị n'ịbịa ya wee ọgbakọ, biko dododo jee tinye aha gị kịta, then ịkwụọ ụgwọ dị na ya, obere ego ka ọ ga-adị more easier and better na ọ bụ na agbakọ si otu ahụ abịa sikwa otu ahụ na anyị ebupụta moto ọmarịcha ụgbọala ga-ebu onye ọbụla from Kaohsiung, Tainan, wee buru ha n'ogige ebe a ga-anọ wee mee ya wa ọgbakọ. Emechakwa obughachi onye ọbụla otu ahụ. Ọ ka mma otu a, ọ na-abụ ihe ọṅụ, ihe agbakọ onye a mere ịma na ọ na-agbawa ofufu. Ya bụ ụmụnne m, biko reach out to Maazị Richard na ndị ọzọ, Maazị Nick na Power. Ndị a niile a so n'ihe a na-eme, ma ọ bụkwa na itinye aha gị n'akara na ihe gbasara peji a, ama na uche gị dị na ya, ide na ọ bụ na ị chọrọ ị ga-ide update gị, dị na gwa ebe ị ga-akwụ ụgwọ ma onye ime otu isi transfer the money. Ọ obere ego ka ọ bụ. We are talking about just about 1,200 or thereabout. So all the more cheaper than if try make available your own transportation, and the stress in here. If you have internal transportation, taxi, car. If you go the motor car, okay, stressful. but yeah, bụ ọkwa dị maka na space ehichazi nne, so biko first come first serve adị ama ihe ama, anyị nwere limit.
Welcome back, my fellow Biafrans that are watching any place you are watching from. I welcome every one of you back. I welcome you to this very program once again. And before we go, finally, I am going to play some videos. These two videos I'm going to play has to focus on us. Remember, in this very platform, we don't come here to attack any individual. We don't come here to attack any race or religion. What we talk about is the freedom of Biafran. We are much concerned about the freedom of our people, the unity of the Biafran people. I am playing these videos because of what is going online today. If you go online, you will see a lot of distractions. For those of us who are working with the Biafran government, such distraction is not for us. We know where our focus is. Our focus is uniting our people and making sure that Biafrans get the information they need to get. We don't have time for those who make themselves enemy to Biafrans. If you make yourself enemy to Biafrans, you will definitely be destroyed. The force that's going to destroy you, you can't believe it when it starts. What will destroy you is going to come when the time is right. We don't have time to respond to you. Whoever you are and you are standing against Biafra, asking some unnecessary questions. Keep on asking, keep on distracting yourself. For those of us who are Biafrans, we know whom we are. Every single Biafran in the whole southeastern region, wherever you are, and your mother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, you are a Biafran. No distraction can take you away from it. Except you are not a genuine Biafran, except you are a mixed blood. If you are a genuine Biafran, wherever you are in that location, in that old southeastern region, the present south-south, southeast, lower Benue, lower Kogi, wherever you find yourself in this location, as a Biafran, you will always speak up and defend yourself. Nobody need to beg you or introduce you. You know whom you are. And after saying this, I am going to play these 2 videos to answer certain questions that people are asking, making as a controversy, trying to distract with the lies they are telling against Biafran people. The Biafrans know whom they are, and they will always answer at the right time. Let us listen to this very video.
Buddy, I wasn't born. I was born in Bayelsa State. I was brought up, I schooled and everything in Bayelsa State. I have never lived in the southeast before. I have never lived in the southeast. But I can speak Igbo. I can hear Igbo. It is a biological strength. It is part of us. Every Ikwere man, whether you live in Kafanshan or anywhere, the moment you're born, you don't need to go to southeast to hear the central Igbo. When I say central Igbo, it's part of us. And you claim that all our progenitors are from Benin. Now, Benin, that you say our progenitors came from, all these progenitors you mentioned are all Igbo names. How come the progenitors bear Igbo names? Only Igbo names. Why are our progenitors not bearing any Benin name? You mentioned Akalaka, you mentioned Ochichi, you mentioned Elechi. All these names are Igbo names. Why are they not bearing Benin names? Yeah, and people could listen to these kind of people. Ikwere people where they call it some of our people. Like I insist on all of it. Mago say history. But so no heke onokuna. Meanwhile, some people are just there trying to change our history, all because of their selfish gain, all because of what they tend to gain from their paymasters.
I want you to listen to the second one for you to understand what I am telling you. You are going to get the message straight. It is not difficult to understand, and we have no time to waste for those who are not ready to help themselves.
Fine, Ruben. Thank you for having me once again. You made a comment which resonated with me, and that is one of the main reasons why I'm here this morning. You talked about mainstream Igbo. What is that? I don't think there's anything called mainstream Igbo. Because, you see, if we go back a little bit in history, even from the coup that brought, that truncated Nigerians' democracy, as far as I'm concerned, and put us in the quandary we seem to be in 1966, one of the major participants was a young man called, he was a major, Nzogu. He's from Okpanam. Okpanam is just 2 minutes away from Asaba. It's more or less the same place as Asaba, which makes him an Oshimili Igbo person. From that axis, the Anyocha Oshimili area, we speak exactly the same kind of, when I have a discussion with any brother of mine across the Niger, he understands what I'm saying. There might be little fluctuations of one word. We can say shine, they can say rine, you know, and little things like that. But in the main, it is the same dialect, it is the same language. Now, when you look at even the effort,
my fellow Biafrans, we know whom we are. We cannot be deceived. We cannot be distracted. Those who are giving themselves out as a willing tool to distract or to deceive, it is up to them. They are going to meet their end, and it's going to come in a way that they cannot be able to handle. You're welcome, my beloved brother, Brgie Best. Thank you for joining. Good to see you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Choose.
You're welcome.
Greetings to you and greetings to my fellow Biafrans all over the world.
Thank you.
I hope I'm coming out loud.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you. I'm so sorry I'm joining very late. I'll be very brief so that I can see I'm already rounding up.
Yeah.
So let me begin from the last part of like the videos you have played. You see, it is obvious that if you discover, you will see that we have defeated them already. So, and if you look at it very well, you discover that even those humble slaves who are being used to propagate that division and denying their identity and so on and so forth, you discover that their voices are fainting, continue to faint. You understand? They are no longer coming out boldly and then claiming all those sorts of nonsense. And that is what our prime minister, the point our prime minister have been making all this while. And he told them that by the time we finish our reason, some of them claim you, who do you consult, this and that. And many of them, I believe, many of them who don't want to associate themselves, who don't want to believe that simple truth, they have gone to the what we call grassroots, and they have been told that all this one you are doing, you are your own. And they have realized truly that what they are on their own. That's why you see that they are no longer coming out to come and be. But if not, you would have seen that's what our prime minister said, I think 2 days ago. He said since he posted all this, you see that none of them have come out and begin to disclaim, and which they normally usually do. That's what they usually do. Once they see anything, you will see them this one jump out this place and make a post. This is why we come and write a long essay. All those people, our leader called the intellectuals, you see them coming out and writing jargons. None of them are coming out again because before they were believing their terrorists, their oppressors who are using lies and propaganda and deceiving them that nothing is going on. And this, but as it is today, everything, they are beginning to get the message as it is. And they are beginning to see, like our prime minister always see, they are beginning to hear the sound of freedom.
and they begin to see it manifesting every day in that very contraction. You know, usually they call us online country. Today, they are not bold enough, they are not proud enough to come out and call us that online country again. So that shows that what they are getting the message as it is. So my beloved brother, nobody cares all those nonsense again, because they are all going down. They are no longer, their voice are diminishing every day by day. Those who normally come out and boast, say they are not this, they no longer come out, and rather we are getting more people who are coming to identify that, what coming to reaffirm their identity, that truly this is what the identity is. And that is exactly what we want. And we'll continue to defeat them. So, and another one is the one the video you played before that, the last one, the Nzama people. You see, this thing is very, very, very common. I don't know, it's only a fool we allow him or herself to be deceived in this kind of a thing. One, let me begin to get out some points on that very video. The first point there is that the person who is coming to make announcement, he say, my brothers or my sisters or my people. Why didn't he introduce himself? You are making an announcement. You are telling us we don't know where you are speaking for. We don't know who you are. Yes, we hear your voice as yes, we know that you are our brother. Why not tell us who you are and where you are making them? Because you are passing a very vital information and you want us to believe you and you want us to accept. There are people who have never come across the information you are passing, so they are getting it for the first time. They're supposed to know who is giving this information. The source is coming from, whether it's actually the right source or not. But you see how he just omitted it because they know what they are doing. They know that, but by the time they make truly that this is who I am, many people who knows him will not believe him. So he's just making it so that they will be able to deceive the gullible who don't know. Once another point there is that he used Biafra confirm. These are the people who have always been claiming IPOB. IPOB is not a member. You see that they are no longer trying to portray themselves as real IPOB. They always claim it. Getting my point. I don't know if you are getting my point. So they are not ashamed of themselves to come out in publicly and affirm that yes, they are IPOB. See what the program they are doing. See what they want to do. See what they want to do. And then let us see those who are now want to support them to come and support them. But they will not put it as if it's a Biafra Republic government, the one organizing it. When he said Biafra confab, you know that a lot of people will assume that what is the Biafra Republic government on it. He didn't mention anything like IPOB there. No. And from Biafra confab, he now moved to Igbo. All Igbo living in. So is it only Igbos now? The Biafra? The answer is no. Could you imagine? So these are the kind of tactics they are using, thinking that they will succeed. They will never succeed. A lie is a lie. There's no how you can build a house without a foundation and be expected to stand. It will never stand. So we continue to educate our people. These are the points that once you are listening to anybody talking to you, you'll be able to ask yourself, reason and ask yourself, why did this person didn't let me know who he is? Why did this person now telling me without, like, you see the debunking message now from our brother, Chiamaka Jare, the deputy communication minister. You see how he first of all introduced himself and told you who gave him the authority to do what, to speak. That shows that what he is genuine and he is passing a very information to the people who he know that will listen to him. By the time they hear who is speaking, they will know that what is the person who is speaking, and he's speaking from social authority. It's not just come and be speaking for himself. And then look at the message is debunking. The person could not tell us who is organizing this confab we are telling us to come and attend. Who is in charge? Yeah. You see, so these are the things that people have to pay attention to. We have to be very, very critical thinking in dismissing all this kind of information when it comes. We'll be able to know that this is exactly where fake and the true one. Then, my brother, based on your topic today, you see, it's always a saying that what only the truth can stand the test of time. Absolutely. This criminals, these terrorist states, they have continued to deny, they have continued to hide, they have continued to do what? Cover up. But as of today, just as you rightly put in your listen, it's become undeniable. There's no how they can deny the fact again. Even a kid, even a child can be able to testify that yes, this is exactly the position of things right today. That Biafra government, Biafra people have defeated this people through the Biafra Republic government in Ezra, led by Prime Minister Mazi Simon, have completely defeated Nigeria, and they can no longer hide it. No matter how they try to lie, no matter how they try to hide themselves, it will continue to show. Just like what we normally say that what a pregnancy that's beyond or up to 3 months can never be hidden any longer. No matter how you try to cover it up, no matter how you try to wear big clothes, no matter how the woman tries to wear the big clothes, it will never be hidden. People will surely see it and know that what this person is pregnant. That is exactly what is going on today. And this will now let me to also go back and talk about this all these criminals that call themselves excuse me, the IPOB Nigerians. You see, some of them are still foolishly coming out on the social media and still posting, he's a Nigerian agent, he's a contractor. And when you listen to them or when you see that kind of post, I wonder, and I'm asking myself, these people really actually go back to their comments and read? Do these people really know that people who are reasoning also do follow them, do see their comment, do see this kind of post? The same people, the same person you are calling agent, it is same people, those you can say the agents are crying every now and then. It's no longer hidden. They are coming out openly to do what? Everything have shown that, okay, if you claim that this person is the agent, and he's keep on reading out roadmap, how he's going to do, and anyone he told him he will do. Not just now, maybe like they always claim that they are on a pipeline. This one is no longer telling you pipeline. He's telling you something that will happen, and it's happening. The one you see happening steady. Now, the question is, how could this people be contracting him, and every of his activities is what? Destroying them. Is it possible? And you see somebody who call himself human being, who call himself a reasonable person, will still post something and still make that comment and say, hey, they just want to go. You know that, my dear brother, they have been defeated or run, and they no longer have, they run out of even propaganda, don't even know what to take and do their propaganda any longer. You see, so that is why, as we always say, it's only the truth that can stand the test of time. We continue to celebrate, my brother, as we say. That's why I keep on telling people now, everything we are doing now is just a question of what? Continue to celebrate until the final day. But if you talk of a kind of victory, victory has already been achieved. And we continue to celebrate and continue to thank Chukwu Okabiama as we continue to pray for our leader, who is also still incarcerated in our enemy's region, that Chukwu Okabiama continue to strengthen him, protect him. And our Prime Minister continue to give him the strength and the wisdom and energy to continue to push until the final end. Thank you, my brother. Let me hold it here.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that amazing summary. You touched all the aspects of the discussion, and I really appreciate that. It's a kind of summary, and that will now serve me as my closing remark. I have nothing else to say. You have just said it all. So I'm going to be able to round up the program. Everybody that have joined us on this program from the beginning to the end, I appreciate every one of you that has participated on this program in one way or the other. I pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect all of you. We are going to continue on this program again tomorrow, as we always do. Remember, tomorrow is Saturday, fundraising. Today, we need fund more than ever. The Liberation Army of Biafra needs fund. Remember that we are starting the 1 month lockdown on the 28th of this month. The long 1 month lockdown is going to start 28th of this month. From that 28th, it is going to be a different ballgame. The responsibility of the Liberation Army is going to increase. Remember what our Prime Minister said, they must not lack the granules for their job. The necessary equipment they need to carry out these operations are in our hands. We need to supply them. They have already given themselves. People have given their life to protect you and I. People have put their own life on the line to make sure that you and I have a life. All we owe them today is to make available every single thing that they need. That is why tomorrow fundraising is supposed to be the highest ever in preparation for where we are heading. It's supposed to be the highest ever. Wherever you are in Biafra land, if you have not started participating, please participate. Begin to make your contributions. The IOU loan is still there. For those of us who are business-minded, invest in the IOU loan. For every investment you make, you are going to get 100% interest. And the lowest you can be able to invest in the IOU is $1,000. Put your money where your mouth is. It is very important. Nobody is going to do this for us. It is in our hands to do, and we are capable. We can't be able to do it. And for those of us who are the money bags in the United States, in the Europe, in anywhere you are, and you feel there is something holding you back from coming out to sponsor the restoration of your own freedom, there is still opportunity for you to discuss with the Prime Minister one-on-one, and so they can ask your questions and clear your doubt. All you need to do is to go to biafrasecurityadministration.org. Go there. You are going to see the link for the IOU loan. You're going to see the link for the meeting. You can click on the meeting, and the meeting will be held between you and the Prime Minister to tell you whatever you need to hear. Answer your questions so that you won't have any excuse to give. Every loophole today has been covered. There is no excuse for you and I to give why we didn't support Biafra. It has been made easy. Tomorrow fundraising should be the highest ever because we need to defend our land. Remember the word of our Prime Minister. After the declaration of the restoration of independence state of Biafra, 2nd of December, that is not going to be the end. The zoo will never live without a fight. We are going to start the delegitimization of the zoo and the legitimization of Biafran government. It is going to take a high speed on a high level. It is going to be escalated. So wherever you are as a Biafran, in Biafra land or outside Biafra land, prepare yourself for what is coming. Information is key. Follow us on all our platforms and follow events as they come. I bet you will never remain the same. My fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you that have connected and joined us in one way or the other. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect our Liberation Army. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect our resistance fighters, the Black Marine. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect everyone that has participated in the restoration of Biafra and in defense of Biafra land. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect all our media warriors and media speakers on different platforms. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect the de facto government in the homeland and everybody that is involved in it. Every member of the government of Biafra cabinet, may Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. We pray that Chukwu Okikabia will guide and protect him. Secure him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. He will never dash his foot against a stone. We pray for Mazi Nandekano, the supreme leader of IPOB, wherever he is. We pray for good health, strength. We pray for revelations. Wherever he is, Chukwu Okikabia will guide and protect him and bring him back to us very soon. Whatever they are planning against him will never stand. Mazi Nandekano has his freedom, and we will celebrate him in his lifetime as a hero. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Mazi Nandekano shall prosper. Biafran government, peace, unity, progress, and equity. We move. Airborne, freedom or die. See you again tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu Okikabia. Stay blessed.
Ụmụ Chineke, ụmụ Chukwu Okikabia, to whom it may concern, and everyone this voice is getting across to. My name is Raphael Chiamaka Ajere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. By the grace of Chukwu Okikabia, Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Under the authority of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, I am debunking and totally canceling this so-called Igbo confab that these Nzama people are trying to carry out in Taiwan. The Biafra Republic government in exile, as the Prime Minister have instructed me to tell the whole Biafrans in Taiwan, Brgie, Biafra Republic government in exile, who happens to be the only authority of Biafrans worldwide, have not organized and are not planning to organize any so-called confab anywhere in Asia, neither in Taiwan. Anyone asking you to gather anywhere or meet anywhere or pay any money for any so-called confab is a thief, is a criminal, is a Janjaweed stooge, is an Nzama criminal. And the Prime Minister asked every Biafran to desist, avoid, and disengage from whatever gathering. If you attend such a gathering, you are in disobedience of the Biafra Republic government, and the Prime Minister is asking you never to attend such a meeting, because this is another ploy, another strategy of these Nzama criminals, because the Prime Minister have ended their business. They are trying to cash in once again. Every of their loopholes must be closed, and please let Biafrans beware. The Prime Minister gives this authority and he stamps and approves this message. Please share this and let it go viral. Hear this voice behind